much doing about the same thing it was done before. So, what have we learned? Well, we learned that the Sig Sauer shoots. We know it's about 600 feet per second or less in the cold. We know that it can be kind of fairly accurate, even though this is not a shooting test. We're testing out the Chrony today. That was my big thing today. Hey guys, and welcome to M&B Air Gun Review. As you can see, I have a conglomeration of a mess in front of me, and it's for good reason. Been a crazy hectic day. I went out today and I used the new Caldwell Chronograph, and it functioned great. Got no complaints. It worked great. Got some shots through with the Sig Sauer Virtus, and I'll tell you what, it was cold out. I mean, I thought I was gonna get frostbite. My fingertips are still red. But we had like 0 degrees with the wind chill. It was bad. It was so windy and so cold, and honestly, I had to pack up and go because I didn't get a lot done that's really video worthy. Maybe I'll throw something in this video for you to see. It was really all over the place. I started out running some polymags that I actually cut the tips off to make them work so they feed in this gun. The gun did feed good. It was pretty accurate. I got a target behind me here. And as you can see, this is my grouping here. I had to get it on paper, and I was over here, and I got over here, and then kind of repeated over here. But anyhow, it grouped decently at about 50 yards, so it's shooting a lot better than it was, and this is an extreme cold, and I was super uncomfortable. Now, moving on quickly, the Allen shooting rest worked great. I love it, but that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I want to talk about the Caldwell Chronograph, and I have bad experiences with Caldwell. Pretty much everything. And let me explain. I've had a couple of their chronographs. They didn't work right. This is really one of the better ones so far that worked. But they've been in the business for a while, chronographs. And pretty much if you want one, that's pretty much what you're left with getting, unless you want one coming from China or wherever. I mean, there's a couple other manufacturers, but I'm not familiar with them. I took a chance on a couple, and one was defective, another one didn't show up. So, but what I want to talk to you about today is kind of, I don't know, their customer service. The first time I had an experience with Caldwell, if you look back in my earlier videos, they sent me one that didn't have the lights, and it was defective. It just did not work. It would not read. And this one, I will tell you, was totally different. It is sensitive, and it does read, unlike the other one. So I'm going to show you something here. I call the number because I don't want to use this linked to my phone. I want to use it linked to my Chromebook. And I plugged it into the jack, kind of like they say. And I got nothing. It wouldn't work. I put the app on, it wouldn't work. So I called. I thought maybe they had a workaround. And what they told me is they've never heard of anybody using one with a Chromebook before. And I thought that was pretty odd, seeing how I could get the app and put it on it. Man, that's what Chromebooks are for, right? So let me show you what I did. If you guys got a Chromebook and you want to run their premium kit with a Chromebook, it can be done, and it's super easy. So let me show you here. What you're going to want to do is go into, bear with me here, go into your apps, go into your settings, okay, and you're going to go into your apps, and you're going to go into manage your apps. You're going to scroll down until you find where you've already installed your Caldwell, where is it here? There it is, Chronograph. It's under Chronograph. So you simply click on that, and you're going to simply slide over all of your permissions. And actually, I'm going to pin this to my shelf too. you slide over all your permissions. Okay? And then after they're all, you want to do them all: storage, microphone, camera, location, and even pin to shelf if you want quick access to it. Simply click close, go back over to your app, boom. There is your app. We're going to restore a previous session, and I'm going to see if I can get this to work just with my hands. So that should be here. We're going to turn it on, and this should turn black. There we go. See how that just turned black? We are connected. So it can connect with a Chromebook, even though they've never heard of it doing one, which I thought was very, very odd. So this is doing its countdown thing, and I'm just going to try to pass my hand through here. We might get an error, but at least you'll know it's reading. It's, there we go. And then there's our error because, well, I'm obviously my hand. But it is reading. It does read, which is fantastic. So if you have a Chromebook, it can be done. Work. So not only on your phone will it work, but it will also work. You do have to grant permissions, even on your phone. So it's the same setup. You're just going into your app and granting permissions. You can use it on your laptop, which I find a lot more convenient. I'm going to post up after this some quick shots of the Virtus at the range. I know I'm all over the place today, but it's cold. What do you do? Like I said, 50 yards, and this is pretty much my grouping right here at 50 yards. I was aiming for center. I got it on paper. It was so cold. I did the same thing over here. Pretty much, you know, a little lower, but close to the same results over here. These were just me getting them on paper, the ones that you don't see. I'm just kind of working it over to here. I was going to take some time and sighted it on the bull, but it was just so windy. I went with what I had, and it did shoot good, so that's a good thing. I did get some of the Black Ops 22 also, and I had a really weird thing on the Black Ops today. I literally blew out the end of the suppressor. So I don't know if a pellet had a wobble or what, but it literally blew out the end of the suppressor. And now it's loud. So, okay, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, and I will be back with you soon. Hopefully this little tip on the Chromebook helps you guys out because it helped me out a lot. Have a good one.